Welcome in everybody for the first night of playoffs for the prospect here. We are Journeymen versus the Cedar Creek. And I'm here with Pander.
Hello. That's all the introduction I have in me. Looks like we got a mid push.
As we're getting into this piss, it looks like they're pushing through mid with a four-man stack after an instant window. Kind of just hoping, waiting for the CTs to make a play.
A little bit of a bomb lurking
Gets a bunch
apps.
of information. He's worried about this, but they start pressing cat. Counter-Strike finds one on Jules. Reprise gets the refrag. Covey is worried about this window lurk, but Meat's cleaning up on the B site. Covey coming into the retake. Reprise. Low on HP. Meat finds another. Jumping out of palace, and he finds another pick, and it's a 3 alive pistol for the Cedar Creek Creeps.
That's a beautiful hold by Meat. Meat's had one of the hardest seasons of any prospect player, one of the lowest ratings. So if she's dropping 3K, that's a beautiful start for the Cedar Creek Creeps. You'd love to see it. So round 2 looks like it's going to be a fast apartment push.
T-side electing for a full Glock save coming into the second round of this into what's going to look like a B-pop, but the CTs have been very active in middle, and they're even pushing through into TV room early. A bomb playing here will be massive for this TE side to get the money online, but the MP9 starts ringing out from pillar, and he's getting swarmed. Brave finds Meat on the pillar. MP7 ringing out from window.
Yeah, it's a really tough site to hold, though.
Coming in from the take on apps, but bomb is planted. This is a good round coming out from. That's a good round coming out from the Journeymen. It's going to allow them to get some rifles into the next.
Yeah, they needed that bomb plant. That was their one goal. Pour everyone out. If you die, you die. But you got to get that plant.
I can't hear you.
So you can hear me in Discord, but not in the game?
I could not hear you. You might have been talking in game. I couldn't hear it. Yeah, I can't hear the stream call. You have to talk to Discord. Sorry for. TT's on their bonus. Plenty of money coming into this, but a full rifle side aggressive up mid. Counter-Strike spanning out. MP7 finds the first with a helpful flash between Cryptic finds 2-3 with the spray. Molly gone, then this is and they have the full mid presence. Brave starts to activate out of this palace smoke, lurking through. If he just trusts his gut, that's a gap.
Cryptic smoke holds though.
Smoke faded completely. Brave walks onto site. Back turn. The spray is labored.
I think he's got nerves. Oh, but smart shooting, smart spam.
Plenty of space taken.
And a good spray down. Good job by Brave.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is really Cryptic's round. They had a good joint peek up top mid. Their shots. Good course correction after the nerves led to a little bit of an errant and early spray there.
It's always the easy ones that seem the hardest.
Well, it's the first playoff game. It's his first season, first time in the playoffs. I can imagine, you're going to be jumpy in that situation.
True. Yeah, it's never, and it feels like when you're stuck in a tense situation, you can always just hit that spray the first time. But we have our first real rifle round coming out. In terms of how these teams were on rifle rounds, what's your opinion of them, Pander?
Well, yeah, Reprise is going to be opping typically for the HG, and a collection of just rifles after that. I think Cryptic's probably their best rifle, in my opinion, from what I've seen, but I haven't seen Drag Slap, and I know Drag Slap's got the best season statistically. Brave's going to be calling their plays usually. I don't know Jules. That's a sub for them. They have Pivo has missed a few games now. So that's going to be an X factor to keep in mind. Counter-Strike is obviously the captain IGL, or not the captain, but just the leader of that Final Girl team. They killed the Augur Oven Blade.
Repots and Jules find the first two picks. Find the first two picks of the round. Glizzy Queen and Covey, and then Covey finds a second in the round, but it's immediately dragged back down to a 2v2. Glizzy Queen tucks into Upper Palace.
Kind of a classic
Jules.
Mirage chaotic situation. Just a lot of connector and palace emergences.
Absolutely. Drag Slap worried about this play because the combo's gonna come out, but the loud rotate off of wood is gonna allow this slow lurk out. This is gonna increase the anxiety on B, but that guarantees
Great patience. HG showed great patience there. They kind of forced the CTs to do something. And just the wrong thing, unfortunately.
No util, no head armor.
So Meat was the hero in round 1.
No kit. Oh, kit found in CT on. Delay flash thrown out. Traded out.
Okay. Oh, just looked the wrong way.
The timing heat.
Well, Drag Slap won that round on timing in 2 different ways, so that's fitting.
Absolutely. Good patience from him coming out of Palace at that time.
I really thought Meat was going to do that. She was looking the right way. Just gave it up that quarter second too early.
It's Counter-Strike is a game of milliseconds, whether it's reaction time or whether you're looking the right way. But Drag Slap, just well played, good bait, making them think that you're taking the longer play than not just holding the default angle. But as we're getting into this, Brave already down to 28 HP from an early spray. But Glizzy Queen and Counter-Strike both taken out of the round early. And they're just, it looks like they're going to just accelerate into an A take. Seems like Cedar Creek creeps are starting to like wisen up that there's a large affinity for Palace with this. Jewel finds the Queen's spray on the end, Covey. Labored spray, and Jewel finds the headshot on with minimal bullets left in the mag.
Yeah, this is Cedar Creek Creeps' pick, their preferred map. So taking 3 wins already on this map is a good sign for Journeymen. Like they got to have a few people feel confident now.
Coming into the second rifle round, coffers beyond full to the side of the Journeyman. Little late on the timing, Covey on stairs. Late smoke. Heavy mid presence coming out. And just standard jump spotting on the B side of the map, but they haven't even really looked there since Pistol. Covey spamming from stairs.
That is a really impressive mid take and coordinated util for a team that does not play Mirage regularly. They did it twice this season. They lost both times. They lost to Boo 13-3 and Wedgie 16-13 earlier in the season. Like, this is not a team that wants to come to Mirage, but they're making it look like their home map.
Their entry fraggers are doing work, and Cryptic and Jules. I don't think there's been a round without their impact. Meat's just gonna look to hold on to this A1S, but Jules is looking hungry as they're walking through.
This is off angle. I think Meat should get the. Oh
He
no!
looked away.
Oh no! Meat had the kill. She stuck it. Oh, that's so sad. I think we might see attack here. I think Counter-Strike needs to like rejigger the defense there in mid because they're just getting swarmed out mid. They need to get some aggression, maybe some nade usage.
For sure. And when it comes to holding mid as they're coming into their second broken money round, and with that the money just keeps piling higher and higher on the side of the Journeymen. Looks like they're going to do an aggressive mid take, and it's kind of a good counterplay, but minimal flash.
Yeah, but not without util. You know what? Never mind. It's great call.
Counter-Strike all finding their one.
5-7s.
But Cryptic has come out onto the site.
Ooh.
Easy one tap
Surgical.
on a oblivious Glizzy Queen. Oven gets the spray back, and it is all on Brave in a 1v3, but they are all low. A minute 15 left in the round. No bomb. Bomb lot. It's to upper mid.
I'm a little surprised that HG fell victim to a mid push. They kind of should have had the feeling that the econ was working that way, that it was going to be a low eco, possibly a rush somewhere.
Yeah, especially with the minimal util coming out. This is kind of a sloppy round from the T side, but at the same point, how much of it was ego from how easy the other rounds came to you?
Exactly. They had such an easy time. I think they were just thinking, well, we take mid again, then we'll see what we do. And when things fall apart, they can fall apart real fast.
Opshot rings out. Not quite. Counter-Strike, just jiggling the angle off the contact. A high flash for the Opera to get him off. Brave fights all three!
Oh my god. That round gave me whiplash.
What a clutch. What a clutch from the kick.
How did he do that?
Oh my goodness.
How? I want to see his POV at some point. That was...
Get this man. Get them out of Prospect now.
Check in PC. Like there was a spray transfer to that second player, and then that last kill was just very fast reset on the aim. Brave was their low MMR player. He hasn't played like it all season long. He's been real solid. But I never would have predicted an explosive 1v3 win when they knew where you're at. They have ops. Boy, yeah.
Gets that op off the angle. The ego to take the fight.
Yeah.
And honestly, a little bit of luck with the spray finding the head. But a lot of damage still done to that T side economy, but the CT side is going to need this round if they want to have a good half. Brave taking this entry roll again through ramp, but kind of baiting smokes, just kind of posturing control. Jules is out onto Tetris.
Still low, and he's still got Lizzie under Palace balcony. Hope he's going to jiggle stairs, looking Palace.
Jules knows that there's probably a player under who just wants to fight. He's called everybody over, and it's become a full exact flash and covering off the stairs. Cryptic full swing on the Queen, and Queen goes down without one. Jules aggressive. Covey stuck on the stairs, 35 HP. Just a flash and a kick to his name. So, flash, beautiful spray through the smoke. Oven Blade with the op finds the first that they need onto Jules.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was a relatively poor positioning, I think. They had Meat clear apartments that round and was running back, and meanwhile, Oven Blade was absolutely just anchored behind the bench there in B. Like, something should have been like, I should have known something was up. Oof. Where'd that miss?
The ops.
Oh, no.
The op and accuracy angle, and Oven Blade is showing why you give him the green.
He's been a hero for them. He has been the missing piece for this team. His op has been absolutely vicious the last half season. That's a big swing.
Absolutely. It guarantees a drop.
I think they need to get him mid and get him to shoot someone mid. Not put him on B, but...
I think if they're going to put him on B, they need to be aggressive. They should They should throw 3 at mid, have the op solo B, and then just try to bolster your defense A because that's been just getting bullied. Insta mids, they know this op was saved, and it looks like a B lean.
They're going 4A on a B lean. That spells trouble. I think we're going to look at 7-2 pretty quick.
Absolutely, but also it's coming down to just conditioning. This A side has gotten ran through so often. The Molly is forcing Meat out of position that I can be lethal in that situation. Team flash. Bomb out. Scene. That's looking the wrong way. Spraying onto oven. The hero off the playground goes down on sight. Drag slap plants and empty.
Evan's leading a good counter fight.
And it's a 3v3. Reprise and drag slap both find their ones, and it's now a 1v3 for Counter-Strike. No util, 30 HP. Cut your losses, keep the M4.
That was a good attempt at a retake, but they just didn't win those 2 duels.
Minimal util has been the bane of their existence again.
Ooh, they needed that kill. That would have really made a difference.
The spray gets away from Counter-Strike. Reprise allowed to keep the op, and no guns coming out of this one. Oven Blade, the only one allowed to buy up into this round with a rifle and some decent util.
HG has just been really putting in work with the AKs. They have looked very, very sharp at hitting the heads. Very true to their logo. And that's really just kept Final from ever feeling comfortable anywhere.
I like this aggressive double take from Cad, but you gotta fight it, Oven Blade, if you're gonna take the fight.
Yeah, he got hit by the Molly in flight, and that threw off his entire mindset. He knew they knew he was there, and he felt too scared to stay.
Jules just again on a demon level entry. Meat and Oven Blade. Oven Blade swinging early with the smoke on low. No chance for Meat to get a trade, and Cryptic lurks through. This CT side is not playing cohesive CS. They need to call a timeout, and they need to.
Have they called a timeout yet?
They have not.
I don't think they have. I said they should have after round 4. They needed to regroup, calm themselves down. I think they had obviously the force round, the eco force where they ran up mid that they should have won, and since then they just haven't stuck together and been cohesive the entire time.
Based on how this Journeymen team is aiming, it's no surprise why they're picking Dust 2 for their pick, but Counter-Strike is gonna tuck himself in, but he's not about. So this is gonna make this cat push a little bit more stressful, but Counter-Strike tucks in, spray, the MP7 finds the dink, drag slap gets the trade back. And there's no Glizzy Queen has pushed Palace and is now in A main. He's gonna have a backstab on both of the players. Tetris gets the spray, finds both. Bomb down on Tetris. Jules and Cryptic 2v2. Better weaponry on the side of HG. Plenty of money in an A4 and no util. No util on the side of the Journeymen as they come into this. Jules drops into Sandwich. Jules hard clear. Looking the wrong way. Great trade back from Cryptic. 1v1. 100 HP. AK MP9 retake.
And Cryptic, I think, has the inkling that Meat's the B player and Meat will come in. Yep. Just
spray down.
Really hard to resist trying to peek a plant, but you kind of have to there. You kind of have to realize you're going to be obvious as the B rotate. That's just a really great hero 1v2 by Cryptic, who's just looked insane this match so far. That's about the most Tech 9s I've ever seen dropped in one from one player ever.
He bought both
You got
sides. If they
rotate
can make it.
rotate Tech 9s for every player and all spectators.
And then some. Everybody tuning into the stream.
So it's a B overload by the CTs. Just hard to prosecute an MP9 against an AK.
Brave finds the first pick on the meat. Glizzy Queen finds the back on the Jewel, and it's a 3v4. It feels like Journeymen are always fighting a man up.
Yeah, and they're very patient too. They know they have the space and they can wait for the CTs to get nervous. A good play, Oven Blade. Oven Blade needs to start feeling his confidence. Like he can take over this game. It's not too late.
Reprise finds a great pick onto Oven Blade on site. Glizzy Queen alone on the A site, 70 points of HP, and AK and a Molly to their name. Cryptic has the rotate cut off. Watching the lurk through. He's going to hear this running into Con.
Yeah, I think she knows that it's a trap, but doesn't have much of a choice.
Cryptic walks out, easy tap, and that ends the first half as Journeymen find double digits.
This is a pretty demoralizing first half. You can come back. You can do the same thing they did. It's just so unlikely that your focus is mostly going to be on restoring your mentals and feeling like confident for the next map. Make it like 13-7, 13-8, and it won't feel the same as a 13-2.
Absolutely. It either has to go 13-2 or a really good comeback. Because a cosmetic comeback is just going to feel worse. You get 6 and you still lose by 7. It's not gonna fully repair the mental. HG have used the most timeouts, even though they're the ones up 10-2.
Well, I remember last season my team went down 9-3 against I think OS on this map, and we came back and won 13-11. You can do it. You can come back. You can put together a crazy streak on this map, but you've got to really, really lock in right now. And
Absolutely.
You got to wait.
Also, a weird trend that's been happening in like the lower stages of this game. In Pro League, this map is still around 50-50, but Mirage has become a very CT-sided map between tiers 5 and 10 of Face It, like base like level 10s. Like it's not uncommon to see CT and T sides like this, but I realize that now as the Journeyman did that on T side. And we're gonna.
Well,
We do
it
have a little
looks
bit of a
like
tech loss.
looks like we have a bit of a Ghostbuster situation, as there is no server, only Jules. Jules' computer seems to have gone to hell.
Yeah, that's. And then we're gonna cut to a quick break. We'll be right back with the second half of this Mirage as soon as everything is sorted out. Thank you guys for your patience.
Are we back?
And we're back. Sorry for that tech
We
pause,
are.
everybody, but we're coming back, and it looks like the pistol was handedly taken, and we are now on to map point for the Journeymen.
Well, the Cedar Creek Creeps, they've won one round.
They
have
did bring the
guns.
money.
And yeah, so
Cryptic on a hero 4.
oh
Brave
no.
making that snapping turtle work.
Okay. Some trades.
Queen and Covey coming out, getting Brave and Cryptic. Reprise. Snapping turtle, it's so labored. Counter-Strike finds another one with the Glock, and they get 4 to the board.
Hope remains alive. You just need to keep winning. Don't look at the score.
Yeah, HG won pistol and the anti-eco, and then lost the first rifle to CCC, and then another conversion from CCC.
Oh, mid rush. Yep.
Tons of frags and a USB dink to take the first, and
And the same results. A mid rush is so deadly if you get
the
pushed a
AK
little too
finds
close.
one. Oh! Turns around and finds the pick back on the spray. A little overzealous as he goes up to try to clear mid harsh. AK MP9 left on Jules and Brave. Crazy armor versus 2 unarmored, but that MP9 is brutal. Audible bomb pickup. In the smoke, runs through, sprayed down.
That was a
There's
really,
still 50
really
seconds.
well-timed bomb recovery, but it was all for naught. Oh, just
And
the
the
last
spray
second
to lose on a
before she could
deco
get
is
saved. Just got
so
hit.
rough. But well played by the Journeyman with an absolute clinical T side, and dude, a well recovered CT side, and they go into their map pick a map up.
Yeah, they lose the bonus round, give up one more. It, that's fine. You feel really, really happy about that finish if you're HG. Now you're going to your home map in Dust 2. And then after that, you have an Anubis map that you also do not mind playing. So I think it's really the story of HG shooters. The rifles have just looked so sharp, and their timings and their coordinated util usage and their mid takes were always on point. I think the only real flaws we saw were their pistol round on a T side when they gave up the retake, thanks to Meat's dualies, and then that eco push that took them off mid. That they still managed a miraculous comeback with Braves 1v3 to keep the long, long winning streak alive.
That's their first Mirage win of the season.
Yeah, they looked bad on it before. They made it look like their home map, though. And what's also kind of amazing is that Final Girl had won Mirage twice during their 6-game win streak. So this is their first loss, their first match loss in seven games. And it was on a map that they beat the Piranhas and they beat the Wild Cards, both playoff teams, convincingly. So, yeah,
And as we
wow.
get this second map ready and underway, we're going to hop to a short break, and we'll be right back with the second map of this series.
figured out a motive born in drought and brevity. And if I'm not the soul of your design, I blatantly decline your remedy. Don't box me in, don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine. I wasn't always just a single shade, a palette full of gray in reverie. And I can burn it brighter than the sun. I have a golden gun inside of me.
Welcome back, everybody. We're back into Dust 2, the Journeyman's map pick, after they handled the Cedar Creek Creeps handedly on their map pick of Mirage, and single player T-side util on Cryptic, and it's going to be a long take instantly. 5 out long. I like the jump out from Reprise, just try not to get hit, but there's nobody there, and they have full on control already. Cross smoke, and it's going to be... I like this from the Creeps, as they're taking upper just to guarantee nothing, but this is just going to be an avalanche on the site. Ovenblade needs to find his one in this situation. Can't find one, but Meat from over his shoulder finds one. Through the smoke, Covey finds Jules on long. Me walking out straight down by Reprise. The dualies spam off on Counter-Strike and nothing comes of it. Glizzy Queen on long finds the first on Brave. Tucked behind Big Box and around Goose, the other one on Headshot. They fall back to play on a double headshot, but they're
not sure what Reprise is doing there. Making
this is
himself
a
a target.
great reposition.
Ooh,
Cryptic with the
Cryptic
dualies finds the pistol.
Cryptic again is just putting this team on his back. Not that they need him to be a hero, but he has been a hero. That was a great save. Yeah, I felt like Ovenblade, when he was tucked back on the A site, just needed to stay back and hope that he could be covered from Cat, because he was facing 3 blocks at close range.
Yeah, on that headshot angle, you kind of just have to hope to take that fight to keep them from scaling like even more on top of you. It just kind of stinks that they leave it and be like, damage off. Good flash from Cryptic as he finds the first one on the meat, and even Reprise on the other side of the map finding their opening on the B. And it is all left to Covey with a snapping turtle as he pushes in short, looking for anything in this round. Bomb moving up long as the 3 players in mid. Playing close. Oh, first pick.
Got a one.
Jules with an insta trade. Well played on. Way to get his one at least, but Cryptic again with the entries through long.
I'm not sure what the Molly was doing there, long doors. It was thrown a bit too far, and it's just a little bit confusing in a round where you're pretty much on an eco.
It was thrown late, and Cryptic headbutted it. And with the new Molly change that allows it to bounce and still go off, it just bounced deeper.
Yeah, you can just tell, though, that Final Girl may not have the comfort level in this map. Decisions like that, it might be a little bit ad hoc, a little bit puggy, so they're going to need to really put together a lot more
I like the timing
aim.
on the nades. They're a little bit early. That nades are typically at 135, but... there's already been 4 flashes thrown on long. As Queen tucks in on blue dumpster to hold any long presence. Covey in mid possibly could block them into B smoke that should be coming out soon. Now looking for the block is going to look to play up against it. But it is an instant cat rush with ramp in the spam. Everything. Covey finds the first on Reprise. Meat spams, but Jules and those Mac 10s get close.
Yeah, I was a little worried for HG. It felt like they were getting bunched up and they had the chance to be kind of util to death there, but they pushed out. They got a good molly down on CT spawn.
This is a good
And then they
setup for a
accelerated.
retake. Ray finds looking on the spray. Up and Blake finds seeing the outline in the smoke, and the USP finds one, and it's now into a 2v1.
This is what they need. They need to swing now.
Covey
They
sprays
did.
down, and it is no kit.
Oh no! It just pours.
Terrorists win.
They did the right thing with that retake, but nobody had a kit. That's so sad. I'm really feeling for the Cedar Creek Creeps. I want to see them do something that gets them confidence again, and
I think
it's
this is
just
gonna be
all
another
gone
force.
HG.
This is a money round. This round is so important for the cash. If Cedar Creek can come out on top, it should be a back. It'll be a low buy best if Cedar Creek comes out on top of it.
Yeah, so Covey and Oven Blade have the guns right now on the CT side.
Jules out long
Neat.
instantly with the AK finds me for another opener.
Yeah, just sending one long is very, very risky.
The double molly car. Counter Strike. Loud about this rotate. Brave is locked in on it. 3 players on site off of. Player gets baited in. Brave with an easy shot to the back. Cryptic finds Glizzy Queen on the back of the site. Oven Blade drops off of 2 boxes. Covey just hoping to find something, reprises off, fires off into CT to find Oven Blade, and Covey is tucking tail and looking to save. Ooh, finds the first on Brave.
Everyone on this T side going long really afforded them the luxury of having Brave just stick there and camp the double doors and get the easy kill on the rotate player. It seems like decisions are always working out for them tonight.
For sure, as well as that player that looked like they were watching long leaving, like on that timing it looked like, that
Terrorists win.
just makes that bait even better. I don't know if that was calmed. If it was, that's insane communication and teamwork coming out from any team. I'd be impressed with
Yeah,
that.
the
Even,
game
like,
sense.
Elite or Premier.
Game sense was on point there with that one. I think it was something that they considered. I think that Brave knew the footsteps going away. Perfect.
And now it's a really cobbled together buy
It's
coming in.
I mean, they're on a
Oven-
full loss bonus, so they're all going to be the same kind of buy, I think, for the rest of the game. But that means Elvin Blade's not going to get an op the entire game. He's their opper. He's a star, one of the best oppers in the league. So keeping him off the off is just going to make HG very happy.
If they're max loss bonus, Covey could drop an op out next round. But I think if they lose this, they take a low buy pistol eco and they just kind of make an aggressive play. But nothing fast out long. 2 players tucked in. One, as we have Counter-Strike tucked in your Humvee, drag slap with a miss smoke in mid.
Well, they got to handicap themselves a little bit to keep things interesting and stop from falling asleep, I guess.
Looking to
Oh no, what a
punish.
swing. One good swing deserved another.
But Glizzy Queen gets the trade back to make it a 4v4. And another missed smoke on the side.
Eventually they got the smoke, and that's what matters.
Brave, well aware. Jules tucked in the mid smoke. Covey, the bait of the drop.
The
now we
timing
have
worked out
Cryptic.
for Final Girl finally.
Absolutely. The little bit of a bait. Cryptic with the drop. Glizzy Queen finds one, but instantly traded out from Cryptic.
Yeah, I think she knew that was a suicide mission right there. And she got her kill, but then, it still left Covey with a really hard 1v2 with an op posted on platform. That's rough. So now you know the T's have an op, and let's see if they try and go for their own.
I don't think
Scout.
the CT side should force this. I think
Well, they haven't called attack. I think that they're a little tilted, and I think they're going to just keep hammering and just hoping that they can outkill the other team.
Reprise off. Out. Counter-Strike, finally they're stopping the long rush with Counter-Strike finding Cryptic. Smoke, and it's a possible lurk out.
That's the first time they've been stopped long, so that's a positive sign for the creeps.
A lot of posturing out mid. Deep molly onto Cat.
Scout can put in some work on this map. Still would rather see Oven Blade with an op, but blink some.
A round type I would have rather seen was you get Oven Blade's a banger onto Brave and immediately, but he gets it instantly traded out by Jules. Me pushing up, spams, reprises op, fires off, but nothing comes of it. And he's a great fallback from me. Understanding that they're going to be looking for the trade back and him just disappearing, but this also does completely open up the idea of going to B. Glizzy Queen tucked in near bricks. This CT side is spread out, but the T's have broken contact.
Yeah, I don't like where Covey's posted. You can't trade anyone. You're banking only on them going long. It's
a really
lonely
punish
place.
pick on long. Here's Glizzy Queen with a great adjustment up to Dragslap's head and bomb down
save the
on
round.
B.
She saved the round right there.
For
Now,
sure.
the question is if they can hold on to it. Knows where Jules is. Nicely done.
Well done on the side of her. I would have liked to see a little more, at least like a 2-1 from that CT side, but anything to get the momentum on swinging into your side. But with how many times Journeymen have died, this is another money round. And decent money because it wasn't the best buy coming out from the side of the CTs last round. Oven Blade gets his op. And it is a 5 long.
I'm surprised they tried to force the issue there. Brave was a late buy, slow to get there. They only had one person going doors.
Cryptic
and they knew
down to
Yeah.
Cryptic down to 11 HP off the 2 nades through long doors. Oven Blade tagged in mid. What do you think the T should do now?
Check the corners.
Yeah, I'd say so. But hey, it's the low player dead. It's a good.
Yeah, I think Lizzie would have wanted 2 there. You take 1, but you wanted 2, especially since that was Cryptic, who was already at 11. It's kind of a little deflating. That was a great head.
Counter
great headshot. You're still up 1, so make these trades and you'll win. See, that's what Oven Blade can do. He needs the op in his hand. He is so good with it. I lost track.
Brave in another 1v3. Can he recreate the magic of last round? Here's the scope. Finds the first. Oh, and he gets the spray down. No heroics on the side of Brave this round.
That's got to settle their nerves a little bit to have 2 wins in a row, and they got the monkey off their shoulder of Brave winning 1v3s, especially after that disastrous start where Brave snuck through that smoke up ramp and got the easy kill. Good win on the duel there by Meat.
Absolutely, and
now you win your 3rd round. You win this one. Do not lose this one.
A little bit of an anti-eco. Curious how they're gonna play this. They know.
Well, it looks like it's going to be Cat W key.
Nade a little early molly to follow it.
Is that a CT smoke?
Not the smoke, but
okay.
Just spam back through it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not dually or Tech 9s and Glocks against rifles. Your lurk smoke isn't going to matter. So I guess the real question is, can they explode out mid, get an easy kill, steal a gun, and maybe make some magic happen.
I like how just reserved the CTs are playing. I hope they don't get a little greedy looking for these eco frags. Kind of what it looks like their journeymen are just waiting for is they're posturing out mid, tucking on mid box, and now reprising Jules on the double stack. Long lurking in lower tons. Jules finds the first on the Covey. Reprise spams as meat peeks out. Cat player pushed up on how close. Can't quite get the spam. Counter-Strike finds Reprise. Meat finds Jules in mid. Lizzie Queen. And this B site is off limits as Meat escaping the round with 5 HP, keeping that AK in his money full. Covey on 10k. And the money is starting to get into dangerous areas on this CT side.
Yeah, they're getting themselves a nice little hedge fund in case things go south a round or two, which is good. They need to, I think they need to take 6 to feel good about themselves. Really nice to see Glizzy Queen coming back after really, really rough CT side on Mirage. She seems to like this sandy map a lot more. Like I said, shut down B site. I think they still have a little bit of nerves on the Final Girl side. That peak by Covey was really not needed last round, and it gave up the kill. But just as long as they get the win, hey, you can be a little nervous.
Late Molly deep, but a nice little... The timing of the nades on the CT side have been really good.
What a peak.
Ray with a banger onto the double tap on Meat. Into a 4v5.
That's a keyboard slammer for Meat. That's just so hard to deal with those CS2 peaks.
Yeah, that's... Yes, that angle's really good, but only with the op.
Yeah.
Molly gets Covey out of sight. But it's looking like a mid to B. We're going to need some heroics out of Glizzy Queen. Spotted into the corner, immediately gets the double dink.
She's doing it. She's doing it. And
Drag slap lit.
She got a dink onto drag slap, so that's basically 3 kills by Glizzy. What a just a hero move.
Oh, running the...
Oh. Oh no.
Reprise was definitely close enough to be heard by... I don't know
They were
who
shooting,
was
though. They were shooting, so they didn't hear it.
Before the boost. Reprise was definitely close enough to be heard.
Well, Reprise used the Thinking Man's gun, the SIG, and you love those kinds of fights with the SIG. So he'll be opping and maybe facing off against Ovenblade here in mid.
Not the best timing on the mid fight. He saw one cross for sure, but that's the player currently sticking around mid. I like this proactivity from Glizzy Queen as she sees the long aggress and starts to look for a little bit of information, clearing corners. Shift walk, Brave, none the wiser, finds one. Realizes that's not an AK and needs to switch back. Glizzy Queen finds them a great advantage coming into this with Dragslap also being at 50 HP. Cryptic trying to get it back into even numbers, and he finds it, but fires off on long, gets one. Cryptic found in short, Reprise, last one in barrels, finds the first of the 1v4 that he needs.
Reprise is a fantastic op. He can make this happen. He's got a fair bit of time. He still needs to get the bomb. That's the disadvantage. Covey's got the bomb covered on a cat. Although with that op, I think Covey's going to back off, respect it.
And it looks like Reprise is just going to... And it looks like we're moving into a little bit of Jame time.
Their money is just not good enough to risk the op on a 1v3. I think they're kind of giving him the chance to come back. If he made an aggressive move to the bomb, he would have had enough time to try to go somewhere. But I think this is a smart move by both teams. You just play it safe and wait to hear.
I agree. I don't think they knew that bomb was down mid until he goes looking now.
Well, Covey peeked a couple times. I think he saw it.
Interesting that they wouldn't team up on it and just kind of hold all the possibilities. Also, with the money in the spot that it was, I would have liked to see a hunt. Taking that off away makes this round just limp.
The CTs aren't rich either, though, so I think they were just a little
True.
bit afraid of giving up, $2,900 per rifle. Prize is no slouch with that op.
And it looks like they're going to do a B rush, but the op is with them. Glizzy Queen finally gets a dink. Drag Slap finally getting a banger from Brave on the Oven Blade in mid. The op wings out but finds nothing. Counter Strike. Look, Counter Strike pushing into lower tone. Still smoke from the CTs, but should be. Yep, and there's the fade on the smoke. Reprise, tucked on back plat, just waiting for the smoke lurk. Drag Slap underneath window. Mead looking for him. Goes in there. Can't find. Counter Strike lurks out, finds another. The Eco B
13
rush
health.
works.
Yeah, and it was set up nicely because the fights had always been in Cat and Long A all game long, so they knew that B was a little bit underdefended.
Drag Slap also finding three kills with the Mac 10, and then the final one with the M4 put plenty of money into the account. And it has brought this money for the side check. A little more B commit as they're running through mid. Not seeing much, but they are worried about this Glizzy Queen walkthrough as they dink on a Counter Strike, a little overzealous, no help from
He had a good
anybody else on the
timing.
team.
Just he had good time initially to see, but then he had bad timing on the shooting.
Anytime on those cat fights, I'd like to see somebody on site throwing a flash into cat for him. That MP9 brings out on the Cryptic. Brave gets the trade back. Reprise on the late lurk out of long. Finds Oven Blade is just alone and long.
And that's really been the difference between these two teams is the positioning. Like you're saying, you want to see that flash, you want to see some teamwork. And that's what HE's been doing. Final hasn't. 8-4 half now. It's really backs against the wall for final girl right now. I think Cryptic is over 100 ADR. Just being the all-star tonight. Yeah, Glizzy Queen's had an excellent first half. Really kept him alive a couple rounds. But
12 rounds, only 1,100. It's close. I don't know if it'll round it up.
oh
I know
yeah,
it does
he's a
round.
little bit under 97, but it sure feels like if he gets in a duel, he wins it. It just feels like that.
Absolutely. Also, with Glizzy Queen being the only one on B site and pretty much slamming the door on the 3 rounds that they tried to go.
Yeah, it contributed to that Tech 9 loss because just you're confident you can hold, and then you don't.
True. Lower walk, but no mid smoke to assist with it. So this fight is so hard to take with Glocks. Reprise finds Covey for the first pick. Full health still on the side of the CTs. And it's just an immediate run up catch with Goose. Dragstop finds nothing. Counter-Strike gets the immediate pick into Goose. Jules looking to jump up new boxes, but it's found. Meat finds the back of his head as he walks towards elevator. Glizzy Queen jumping up on Xbox. Reprise starts the duel near Goose. Brave Audible running through CT. A little bit labor, but Reprise finds his one. Hoping to find them. And he's out of bullets. The new reload. Cryptic finds one on the Glizzy Queen on Cat. 2v1.
Can the hero pull it off?
Good flick, but it can't find the mark, and Oven Blade gets that. And the start of the comeback is now. It's always good when you're down on that A4 to find the pistol. But 3 kills, you're up 3 rounds. I want to see a force out of the Journeyman.
I was going to say that I felt like the T's were running into a meat grinder there on A. The CDs had the positioning, but they turned it into their own meat grinder, and they just used the Glocks to pick away and really shut down the retake nicely with that 2v1. I
Really low buy, but I like it. Rise. Seen the Oven Blade gets both. Brave does find Counter-Strike and lower, and that's a MAC-10 into the hands. Oh, that was from top mid. That's a Galil. Drag Slap sprinting away with a definite upgrade.
Yeah, that's pretty important. It's next round will be bonus round, and even if the creeps win the bonus round, there's still the risk that the CTs could buy into the following round with just little things like that.
I do like seeing that they're going to be getting rifles out right away, but Glizzy Queen knows that they're probably going to save. Finds the immediate pick.
This could be huge.
Hit. Can't see. Spray labor. Deagle still finds Glizzy. But that is another gun down, and that is going to keep... I was thinking if they still get out of that with 4 alive, Oven Blade probably drops his MAC-10, and... Oh, he has dropped his MAC-10. Glizzy
He's
Queen
going for it anyway.
Glizzy Queen goes... Picks up.
Does he have a good spawn for midway, maybe?
Counter-Strike, no util. Glizzy does have a spawn for it, but not
I
quite.
was wondering about Oven Blade spawn for the op and mid doors. It looks like he was looking for cross, but was late there. So late push out B. Or out long A.
Cryptic Glitch drops a smoke to help him. Cryptic finds Counter-Strike on blue. And they're still pressing the spot. Oven Blade finds Brave in the smoke, but reprise on the refrag.
I think he was overcooking there. You don't want to be the first one out with the op like that.
They've lost track of him. Same play Counter-Strike.
Didn't matter.
Reprise finds another. Meat gets the spray on the Cryptic. Swings wide and Reprise finds another. The hero of the round. Reprise. And he gets an op for free. And the money
and they broke their own eco.
And the money's uncomfortable.
I think it's a save. Yeah, they're going to go eco, full eco, and try and buy in next round. So it's going to be 10-6. Unless they can pull off a nice eco win. Well, looks like it might be fast cat.
For a cat take, and it with a pretty heavy B lean.
Gotta kill one on A, so this is doable.
Molly missed, 5-7, no luck. He gets the first one on the reprise, and that's the opposite.
Jules is having a little bit of trouble hitting heads.
And Brave is just gonna fall back onto long.
Smart play by Jules. Just wait for
Jules.
Yeah, just wait for teammates. Don't challenge the op alone.
All powerful Counter-Strike fine. Not known to be an offer, but it's doing their best with it.
The op doesn't discriminate. Anyone who fires it can be an opper.
Absolutely. And a must-win low buy. And we're getting into Force Wars. The money's not really bad enough to not force into this round.
I think Reprises is. I don't think Reprise buys it. Reprise might get a pistol or have a pistol drop, but
And Brave is called down. They go into an upgraded pistol round.
yeah, I mean, it seems like the upgraded pistols win every time you throw them on, so why not?
They doing a little bit of damage as they're running up mid.
Yep, mid rush with 5-7s. Oh, what a spray down!
With a great spray, and it is Cryptic alone in a 1v3. They should know that he's long player. That op is tantalizing.
He's not
But
giving up that off.
That Cryptic somehow
He's not giving
finds
that up
Glizzy Queen.
willingly.
Covey running to plant.
So if okay, now does Cryptic go for this? If you're the captain, if you're the IGL, are you telling Cryptic, okay, go for it? Or are you saying find a safe spot? Oh, Jesus! Now the call gets even harder. It's go time, yeah. No.
30 seconds on the bomb, no kit, only an
with
op
the
to
op.
play with.
You save the op. You give it to Reprise next round. You say we hurt their money. We should have a better buy than them. We'll hold on here from here on out. But 9-8, this is turning into a match. I like what the creeps have done.
I agree. Their T side has looked a lot better. The way that they're just, it looks like they're actually playing together finally. Their CT side did have a bit of lack of team play. Like people going for solo pushes, just kind of hoping to find something or get picks. But it doesn't seem like they can miss a multi-kill at the moment, with Covey finding those two on the rush up mid, Glizzy Queen finding hers. It's been Oven Blade just coming out with some op magic out of nowhere. But that saved op is going to give them a pretty good nest egg into this round.
I want to see Oven Blade try to hit a mid double door shot on a crosser, because he's been pushing out long door last round solo, trying to get the flash and the peak. I don't like that, because you're really setting yourself up for freak headshot or a couple nades, molly. Bad things can happen, then you lose the op and it's unrecoverable. Let's see what he does. I mean, that's the one thing. They have relied a little bit on hero plays. Covey last round saved them with those two headshots in that spray down. Like if he doesn't land those, that's probably a lost round.
Absolutely, so, yeah, 100%.
But that's the type of hero round they hadn't won all night, and that HG had been winning. So hey, if Lady Luck's going to change, now's the time.
No more is Oven Blade is actually bought up and up, but I do think there's a technical issue at the moment.
Let's just play the Jeopardy theme song and wait while they figure out their tech issue.
And we are right back into this action with Oven Blade buying up on his op. And
Well, we're
going
back.
into a rifle round. The decider for the tie. Really aggressive into lower tons early. Drag Slap just looking.
And just giving up long A. It's interesting.
Drag Slap gets good info though. Molly and instantly falls back, but Glizzy Queen also does the same. Drops a smoke at B main doors.
Yeah, that fight in upper tons keeps the CDs honest. It forces at least 2 to stay on that side of mid. So this is not a doomsday game, although it's going to be tough.
Great flash and smoke
getting
break
tougher.
coming out from the Journeymen. Good straight. Counter-strike on the way down mid. Finds one. Julie
Jules just had perfect crosshair positioning on that swing, and yeah, they're just playing the smoke here long A perfect. Good shot,
Glizzy
Glizzy.
the first of the 4 and peeks into all of the remaining 3. And it is double digits on the first side for the Journeymen.
Yeah, that's a real butthole clenching moment when you turn and you see all 3 with guns drawn on you. That's, you think I can get swing and get 1, then it's a 1v2, it's all winnable. You see 3 and it's like, well, I tried.
Yeah. Unless there's some divine intervention, you're not
Unless you're
pulling out
brave.
around like that.
If you're brave on Mirage, sure, it's winnable, but on Dust 2, no, nobody's winning that one.
And it looks like Cedar Creek are doing the...
We have
the
an eco
B.
rush B.
Nobody played Firefighter. Again, it sprays out.
2v4 though. 1v4.
Drag slap. Unbroken Dooley's ringing it out. Can't find quite.
Yeah, Dillies weren't
Kinda-
quite the gun there.
Kind of really good foresight on the side of the Journeyman, putting those 2 players directly on B at the start of the round. They've been pretty aggressive watching for like the rushes in that sense. And
Yeah,
it's
they'd rather give up long A than give up B or cat, and it's
they've been
worked
giving
out.
up mid, it seems, on those rounds though. Like, it'll be Drag Slap pushing up, and then it'll be, I think it was Cryptic next to him, and then if nothing shows up, Cryptic slides back mid to help. The desperation plays are wide on this one, but the save. Counter-Strike finds 1,
Got 2.
but it's now a 3v3. This smoke is gonna kind of help the cross as it makes the timing.
There's a gap.
Bangs off with the op to find Covey on the cross. Brave playing the edge of the smoke, gets the spray. Glizzy Queen stuck in another 1v3. Great flash and reprise gets the op to take themselves to match and series point.
Yeah, once again, coordinated. The HG team just looks like they're on the same page. They want to work together, nuts to butts, and it's just a team effort, top to bottom. And Final Girl, they have hero moments. They've had some more wins this map, but it just feels like they'll send someone to their death every round somewhere, and they just can't recover from that.
I agree, but we are getting another rifle round out of the side of Cedar. Drag Slap.
He didn't see Oven Blade somehow. Oven Blade's gonna get a free kill.
A lot of sound mid Oven Blade must have seen him, but gets the first opener. There's going to be minimum 2 rifle rounds following this one if Cedar Creek can convert this man advantage.
You got the kill in lower tons. I'm a little surprised they're trying to make cat happen.
Oh, Covey out long on a timing. It's caught by...
This is good. Oven Blade has just been feeling his game since this round.
Reprise finds a good one.
Let's see if
Oven
you
Blade
know.
trade doesn't
Nope,
clear
nope.
doors.
Didn't.
But they now know that there's only the one on the A side. Cryptic tucking on ramp finds the first. Good flash. Brave gets the clear.
And Cryptic knows where Counter-Strike is.
The bomb down near bags on Cat. Sees the first, gets the spray, knows the other one should be.
Oh, right
The
behind
look up
him.
underneath, and that's a heartbreaking way to lose the series.
Narrowly I thought he might have pulled that one off, but he just didn't quite know where Brave was, and Brave did the good move, staying close to the edge. Just wait a little bit, let him get nervous, and he got
A
rewarded
great
with the free
timing on
kill.
the side of him.
Yeah,
A great timing pushing out from CT, understanding that he probably had to be pretty close with his teammate to get the trade.
and Cryptic did again the hero's work of getting that first kill when it was 3v2 to make it 2v2,
And
and
just
then just bought enough
staying
time.
alive.
Hmm. Just HG looked amazing tonight. I knew this. Like, I picked this map to be the one. This match to be the one we watched tonight because I knew this would be two good teams facing off, and obviously one had a better night than the other. And I think it really it instructed me that HG I thought was good, and they're better than I thought. Like, they looked very, very good tonight, very coordinated, very smart. I think they can make it to the semifinals and possibly beyond with showings like this.
I agree. The fighting, just kind of like the fighting IQ, I guess, out of HG is kind of what set them apart for me. The way that they fought around smokes, the way that they played together like they were tethered at the hip, and like nobody was really taking a fight alone unless it was the lurk.
Yeah,
If they wanted to take a site, they took it with numbers. And
yeah, they would send 3 mid to take mid. They would send 2 Palace to guarantee they took it. They would send, 2 3 cat and 1 apartments to guarantee they get B. Like, they would make sure they took somewhere, and they take the space, and then they use that space. Final Girl took space on Mirage as T side, but then they would hesitate. They weren't quite sure what to do with it. I mean, on Dust 2, they took space, but they didn't know what to do with it. And I think that was maybe because it was not a map they were as comfortable with. But
I
I it
think I'm unfortunately that is the end of the season for Final Girl. I don't
yeah,
think
I I love
Contender doesn't have
them.
a lower bracket.
No, one and done. Prospect doesn't have it in a lower bracket, one and done. They had a miraculous comeback the second half of the season to look like they were ready to make it to the semifinals, and just fell short. I don't know if it was nerves or just a little bit of being underprepared for the thunder that HG was bringing, but hats off to them. They were really impressive. Oven Blade, Glizzy Queen looked really nice tonight. Counter Strike had some moments. Uh, a very good team, but just they went up against a buzzsaw tonight named Journeyman.
Yeah, I I agree. Like I would like to say great showing out of Oven Blade and Glizzy Queen. Glizzy Queen kind of being their only B defender did a fantastic job. She did so good just holding B. Was kind of like their saving grace in a lot of those Mirage rounds, finding a ton of multis, even though they only won 3 rounds. All of the rounds that they won were pretty much off of her back. It's I do hope that there's better luck next season for this team, and I'm kind of curious if Journeyman can keep up this form later into the playoffs.
I think they can. I know Reprises works his ass off with his team, so just wanted to give some flowers to Reprise. Really good opping, really good job tonight. Brave had that miraculous 1v3 and was really solid all night. I mean, but I think you and I are both agreed the MVP for tonight was Cryptic. He just looked so sharp all night. He was just hitting the shots, making the smart plays, working with teammates, trading,
Absolutely.
like just doing it all. So, Cryptic, GG's, man.
Well played. Everybody have a good rest of your Tuesday night, and we'll see you back
And,
tomorrow, Thursday
and
for
just a
night
quick,
two of playoffs.
quick thank you as well to Cameron King and Firehawk for the work behind the scenes tonight. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the OBS and Ops team. Everybody have a good rest of your night.